Everyone, is Pastor Dave from St. John in Woodbury, Minnesota. Thanks for checking out today's 5 minutes of hope, the first one for the new year, this year 2021. I pray that your year is off to a good start. Hopefully, you enjoyed your Christmas and your new year, that things are swimming along just fine for you here in this new year. But as always, my biggest prayer for you is that you are indeed filled with peace, with joy, and with hope. Because you know exactly what Jesus has done for you. Today we have our joke of the day as well as some devotional thoughts. And today, again, since it's January 5th, we are one day away. So tomorrow, January 6th, is Epiphany. It's the festival of Epiphany when we celebrate the Magi, the wise men, coming to present their gifts to the Christ child. And so both our joke and our devotional thoughts are connected to Epiphany today. So the joke is about a mom who brought her 16-year-old daughter to see the doctor. And so the mom was explaining to the doctor what was wrong. And so she was saying that her daughter just wasn't feeling herself. She was eating a little more than normal. She had gained a little weight. She was a little tired, a little sluggish. She felt nauseous at times. She had some weird food cravings that she was trying to eat regularly. Just again, wasn't acting her normal self. And so the doctor did an exam. And after a little while, the doctor says to both of them, "Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're pregnant. In fact, you're about 4 months pregnant." And the mom freaks out and says, "That's not possible. I mean, she's never been with a man in that way." And the daughter chimes in. She says, "No, I haven't. I've never been with a guy in that way. In fact, I've never even kissed a guy." And so the doctor thinks for a moment, then walks over to a window and starts staring out the window. He stared out the window for a few seconds, then a few minutes, and then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes. And the mom finally chimes in and says, "Doctor, what are you doing?" And the doctor responds. He says, "Well, the last time this happened, a star appeared and 3 wise men showed up over the hill." There you go, Epiphany joke. Laugh if you want, grow and make it better. It's all up to you, but it's the only Epiphany joke I could find. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it at least brought a smile to your face. So there you go. So like I said, tomorrow on the 6th, on Wednesday, we celebrate the festival of Epiphany. It's interesting that in different cultures, even in different Christian denominations, they celebrate Epiphany in different ways. In fact, there are some denominations that they don't open their they don't open their presents on Christmas. They actually wait until Epiphany to open their presents, because again, the presents are connected with the presents that the Magi, the wise men, brought to the Christ child. Others have different celebrations they do, opening up the king's cake. Maybe you've heard of that. So again, there's some different traditions, but again, on the 6th, we celebrate this festival that leads into a season. But again, this festival focuses on the account of the Magi coming to visit the Christ child. So I want to read that for us today. This is from Matthew chapter 2. This is where we find the account of the wise men showing up. So Matthew writes, "After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, 'Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him.' When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers in the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. 'In Bethlehem in Judea,' they replied, 'for this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel.' Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, 'Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him.' After they heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route." So like I said before, it's interesting with Epiphany that we have this day where we celebrate the festival of Epiphany when the wise men show up. But we also have the season of Epiphany in the church year. And the focus of not only this day, but also of the year is again built into that word Epiphany, which means to reveal, to manifest, to make known. And so during this time, we really focus on allowing Jesus to reveal himself to us so that we can know him deeper, who he is, what he's done for us, his works, his teachings. But also we focus on our calling as God's people to shine his light, to shine his love through our words and through our actions to a world that so desperately needs to hear him. So my encouragement to you, not only this day, but throughout this season, is to find ways to learn more about Jesus. Read the Gospels, read his teachings, and then likewise, pray that God would give you opportunities to shine his light into this world, especially during this ongoing pandemic, during the ongoing divisions with our country, to use this time to love others, to bless others, to shine the light of Christ to others, that ultimately they may know who Jesus is and be filled with his light and with his love.